What's good, y'all? This your man, Said Wines, Beatsbyced.com. Hannibal Bomb on y'all. I'm back, man. Episode 9. I'm back, man. I've been gone for a whole minute. It's been a good minute, man. I miss y'all, man. I really miss y'all, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. The website is down. So, you know, if you're looking for beats, whatever, I still got the beats. I still got them. But the website is down. It's down right now because I'm converting over, trying to create an app for you guys. So hopefully 2025, it'll be up. But I'm focus on the YouTube channel. So if you definitely need beats, man, go ahead and hit me up, man. Beatsbyced@gmail.com. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be posting beats, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. So if you interested in any beats on the YouTube channel, you know what to do. Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I might just get the website back up just for the beats portion because, like I said, there's a lot of new things I'm setting up. Been away for a good minute. You know, so it took some time off to time myself, try to get right. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, new brands coming. You know what I mean? New logo, new everything is coming. So, just want to keep you guys updated on everything like that. So, man, make sure you stay updated. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Man, I'm just here, man. I'm out here. You know what I mean? I'm out here, still doing my thing, whatever, still getting in the gym. Follow my other page. I said what I said on all social media platforms as well. You know what I'm saying? You can get to see my fitness journey, my workout journey and all that, aside from the music, you know what I mean, and everything like that. Got my sports show coming with my boy Yoda. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to kick off the episode real soon, real soon. We got a lot to talk about, you know what I mean? Something I really wanted to do, you know what I mean? So me and my boy Yoda, you know what I mean? We better kick this thing off, you know what I'm saying? So you already know, all right? Hannibal Bomb on y'all ass. All right. Enough of that talking, enough of that. Listen. Super Bowl, right? And this kind of correlation with the sports and entertainment, whatever. So this, I just want to talk about this real quick, right? I don't want to waste a lot of y'all time, but I just want to talk about real quick. Listen, JAYZ. JAYZ been catching a lot of flack, right? Because apparently Lil Wayne, you know, was not picked to perform at the Super Bowl, right? Everybody know the Super Bowl is in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, this upcoming NFL football season, right? So they have Kendrick Lamar was selected to the headline the show, right? To be the featured performer for the Super Bowl. And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, had mixed emotions. Have, you know, they should have think Lil Wayne should have performed at the Super Bowl, right? Since it's in his hometown. Of course, we already know Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's they even, some people regard Lil Wayne as one of the greatest top 5 MCs of all time, you know, on a lot of people's lists, right? Especially the younger generation. You know, Lil Wayne is still fairly young. I think he's in his late 30s, you know what I'm saying, or maybe early 40s or whatnot. So, you know, a lot of people, they really think that, hey, you know, Wayne should be the headliner instead of Kendrick Lamar. Not saying that Wayne is a better artist than Kendrick Lamar or vice versa, whatever. That's subjective because some people might think Wayne is better and Kendrick Lamar is better. You know what I mean? So that's all subjective, right? So they just feel like, you know, since Lil Wayne is in New Orleans, Lil Wayne is a big artist. He's regarded as one of the top 5 dope hip hop lyricists, artists, whatever, you know, in hip hop, and he should be headline. Now, what's my thoughts on it is that I got mixed emotions about it. I do agree that it's in New Orleans, and it definitely just would make sense to have an artist from New Orleans to perform. I always find it strange. I remember, you know, they had a year where Super Bowl was here in Atlanta, and I think I don't know who performed for the Super Bowl, but they didn't have Atlanta artists, right? And I'm like, man, they should have had somebody from Atlanta to perform in a Super Bowl. So I always find that kind of strange, you know, they don't get the hardest, the dope, the artist that's from that town, no matter what genre, right, to come and headline and perform at a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That's just me. And apparently, JAYZ was catching flack for it, right? And here's my thing. And JAYZ, listen, okay, Roc Nation, right? From what I'm understanding, Roc Nation produces the show. Roc Nation has a deal, has signed a deal with the NFL, right? They got like some kind of 5-year deal or something like that. Y'all can go look it up. You know what I mean? I'm speaking in paraphrase, right? They got like a 5-year deal. It's like a 5-year deal Roc Nation has, right? So they the ones that pretty much put the show together. Now, they don't. Now, Jay-Z or Roc Nation, they don't select the artist to perform. They don't select the performer. The NFL and the city does. So this in regards to what a lot of people have been saying, and this is what I said on social media, right? I said that, hey, Jay-Z don't make the decisions. So Jay-Z catching all this flack and backlash, right, from all this going around because he didn't pick Lil Wayne. That's not his fault. It's like, that's not his fault. He doesn't make the final decision. I don't even think he has even an influence on who performs or not. Now, some people said that, he took credit or he got credit for when Dr. Dre and when Dr. Dre had performed at the last year's Super Bowl with Dr. Dre, Snoop, and 50 Cent, all of them came out. You know what I'm saying? When they all had came out, right? And they had performed. They say Jay-Z, somebody said that Jay-Z had got credit for that, right? I haven't seen no reports of that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just an interesting thing where they say, well, he took credit for that, but now all of a sudden, he shouldn't be taking, he should step in and say something for Lil Wayne. And again, him and his company doesn't make that final decision. From my understanding, the city, right? Like I said, the city makes that decision. So it's not Jay-Z's fault for Lil Wayne not performing in New Orleans. They have to take that up with New Orleans. New Orleans didn't pick Lil Wayne, unfortunately. They picked Kendrick Lamar. And of course, there's probably a lot of reasons why they picked Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick Lamar on accident, had a pretty big year, with the single "Not Like Us" is probably the most streamed single right now is and it's all on height off of a beef, right? With him and Drake was going at it, right? So and that song just turned into one of the hottest songs that that out this year, right? So they kind of like for a couple weeks they shut the internet down when it was going back and forth, and it's a lot. Kendrick Lamar is a very, very dope artist. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely he's going to go down as one of the top 5 artists in hip hop. He's an iconic artist. He's there. So I understand why they pick Kendrick Lamar. I understand why they pick Kendrick Lamar, right? But at the same time, I think, in my opinion, I think Lil Wayne should have got that honor. Should have got that honor. I think it would have made sense for Lil Wayne to get that. So it's it's just one of those things where I see why people are passionate about it. I see why people have they feel some type of way about it. And especially folks in New Orleans, right? Especially folks in New Orleans who really love their artists, right? And not his. I think Juvenile pointed out too, which was an interesting thing. He pointed out on his live when he was going off, and he said that NFL has hosted the Super Bowl in New Orleans 11 times, and they never had an artist for New Orleans to perform at the Super Bowl. That was interesting. That was very interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, man, they hosted the Super Bowl 11 times. Wow. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. But yeah, that was an interesting, what I'm saying? That was an interesting take on it. And I'm reading right now from the NPR. The NFL has various boards, and someone who's on, wait a minute. Someone who's on that board, extremely famous, is Jay-Z, and they have to agree. And so the host city brings the short list to the board. The board agrees and brings it back to the host city saying, we select this artist. Oh. Now, this is from the NPR.org website, right? I'm looking it up. This is very interesting, right? Let me read that again. The NFL has various boards, and someone who's on that board that's extremely famous is Jay-Z. So apparently Jay-Z is on that board. And they have to agree. And so the host city brings the short list to the board. The board agrees and brings it back to the host city saying, you know, we select this artist. That's interesting, right? Now, here's another question though. Do we know for a fact that Lil Wayne was on that list? So if that's a good question. We don't know. I don't know if Lil Wayne was on that list. I don't know. Was Lil Wayne on this list? You know, so when they bring this list out, right? You know what I'm saying? When they bring the list out again, the NFL has various boards, and you know someone's on that board that's extremely famous, JAYZ. So JAYZ apparently is on that board, and they have to agree. So of course they collectively making the decision, right? And so the host city brings the short list to the board. So actually the city brings the list, right? And so the host city brings the list to the board. The board agrees and brings the board agrees and bring it back to the host city saying, you know, we select this artist. So the city of New Orleans say, hey, here, we have a list of artists that we would like for to perform in the Super Bowl. They bring it to the board, look at the list. All right, well, shoot this, and they all come in agreement and pick the artist, and they take it back to the city. Now, we don't know. It wasn't confirmed, as far as I haven't seen any reports. It wasn't confirmed that was Lil Wayne was even on said list. Was Lil Wayne on that list? Was he on that list? Now let's say he did. Let's say Lil Wayne was on that. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say Lil Wayne was on that list. Let's say he was on that list. How many people picked Lil Wayne? How many people was on this board? See, it's a lot of variables, man. We got to understand, and we don't know. We don't know who's on this. Who's on this board? You know what I'm saying? The reading context, because this actually was an interview on this. It was actually an insight into how the headliner of the Super Bowl halftime show is chosen. Kendrick Lamar will be featured on the perform. Okay, okay, let me see. So Lena Feder, oh, she's the host. Let me see. So they having people they interview on here that they was explaining, and this person said the Super Bowl, I can't speak for this year specifically, but the Super Bowl halftime show for Los Angeles and Las Vegas, two recent Super Bowls has been the whole city comes up with a short list and they bring it to the NFL. Okay. Let me say, okay, and so what's recent example how a whole city decide who might be a good fit? Do they have to have a collection, have a connection to the place? Yeah, Usher would have been a great example of that for last year's Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Usher brings in so much to the okay, I was wrong. Usher performed, let me see, at Las Vegas. Las Vegas economy, okay, is of the antics, let me see, and the things that has been. So, okay, you know, I ain't finna go through all that. The NFL loved the idea, and that's how Usher became the headliner of last year's Super Bowl. So if Louisiana had Kendrick Lamar on their list, how does he fit into the Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans? That's a good question. So the person asked, so I don't know how this year's selection went specifically. However, I can draw in reference and connections based on, you know, my field of study or what I understand. So Kendrick Lamar, in his advertisement for his Super Bowl announcement, is standing or sitting in front of an American flag with, he's like launching footballs outside with a football launcher that they use. Okay, so they're talking about the commercial that the little commercial that he did. I think he's trying to show his representation of Black America, and especially with everything that has gone on with Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef in 2024. All right, Kendrick has made some pronounced statement that he represents Black America proudly, unapologetically, and I think there's a connection there too with Kendrick Lamar and jazz music. If you listen to Kendrick Lamar's music and his body of work, has influenced jazz into his repertoire. And New Orleans is considered the birthplace of jazz. And one last point I want to get is New Orleans and Los Angeles are connected by the 10 freeway. And I'm actually a son of Los Angeles, born and raised, and know a lot of people in Los Angeles who have roots in Louisiana and New Orleans specifically. Okay, so he just giving his opinion on maybe how Kendrick Lamar may have been selected. So again, I don't know if Wayne was even on that list at all. We don't know. We don't know. So that brings a little bit more clarity to why maybe, quote unquote, JAYZ didn't pick Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne might not even been on the list. He might have not been on. Now, if he wasn't on, my opinion is that would have been weird that if he wasn't on that list. Like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me y'all not gonna have an iconic artist like Lil Wayne is not gonna be on that list? Like, come on, he's not on that list. Like, so that would have been very strange if Wayne was not even on that list. But apparently, again, blaming JAYZ is in the backlash that he's getting. He doesn't warrant that because he doesn't make any of the final decisions. He doesn't. And like I said, if what I read is actually true, there is a list that the city brings them. Now that's the question, did the city have Lil Wayne on that list? And honestly, did JAYZ pick Lil Wayne? He might have picked Lil Wayne, but guess what? The rest of the board picked Kendrick Lamar. So he might have just got outvoted. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a 10-1 vote. He might have been the only motherfucker in there to pick Lil Wayne, and everybody else picked Kendrick Lamar. We don't know. But him catching backlash, JAYZ don't warrant that, man. It's not JAYZ's fault. The JAYZ's company, Roc Nation, just produces the show, and that is that. Fortunately, man, Lil Wayne is not gonna be on this particular Super Bowl performance this year. It is what it is, man. This is how it goes. I understand why people upset. I understand it. And a lot of people made a lot of valid points. I just don't agree with JAYZ getting the blame and the backlash for, quote unquote, not picking, because we don't even know even Lil Wayne was even on the damn list. We don't even know for a fact. All right, this your man Beatsbyced. Said Wise, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, share, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, man. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, listen, you need the beats, you know what to do. Beatsbyced@gmail.com. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at Beatsbyced. All right, and I'm gone. Deuces.